I did push this wall all the way back to 400, right? I did not. Oh my. The humanity. What? No, this one. Okay. So let me push this wall all the way back to 400 real quick. As you can see, the mining is going much faster than it did up in the mountaintop. That is because I have efficiency 5. Can I go around this dirt? Not really. It's a big old dirt cluster. Okay. So, and then can I navigate my way back to the granite line? Not yet, apparently. I'll go over to the next lantern and see if that works. There we go. There we go. And in the process, I managed to find some granite. The reason I'm not digging out the dirt is because I didn't bring a shovel. That's literally the reason. But I will collect all the materials. Yeah, that thunderstorm is definitely going crazy up there in the upper layers of the Minecraft world. I'm not entirely sure if they have like a lightning rod up there or something. It does sound very menacing though. Oops, I accidentally mined out one of the andesite blocks. So yeah, you can see now that this is quite clearly the area where the slimes were spawning. Now that I have some granite, I can actually make some polished granite, and then I'll finish off making polished granite with the stone cutter. Okay. Now I can fill in these areas here that have been otherwise neglected. Still need more granite, but it looks much nicer. I suppose I can wait to run all the way back. Instead, I shall make use of... I'll use this. It's been a while since I've used this. I haven't really used this entrance while I had this texture pack installed, so I might spot some ores in this area while I'm climbing. Apparently not. There's the Illager banner, stolen from one of the Illagers after I killed their leader, because, you know, they're bad guys and they try and kill me, so I killed them. And it's raining, of course, as you could tell from the thunderstorm. Yeah. I don't really know why thunderstorms are so frequent here, but I'm not really complaining because it got me that skeleton horse over there from the skeleton trap, from the skeleton horse trap that spawns right here. Which, by the way, that would have been an amazingly unlucky moment for me to be standing there if that was when it chose to spawn the skeleton horse trap. But I frequently look over there because that's where they spawn. You can tell when it happens because there will be a skeleton horse that spawns over there after a lightning strike. I always wanted to do this. I hop in the lava and then climb out, but immediately am extinguished because it's raining. I always wanted to do that. And of course the campfire can't hurt me because it's raining. It's still not got anything. I should probably check and see if I should grab one of these lanterns here, because I can then free up some inventory space by crafting one of my torches into a lantern. Because I had one extra torch. How much kelp have you grown? A lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw all that on the ground, take a good look at it. Looks like a lot of kelp. It is a lot of kelp. But that's beside the point. It looks like a lot of kelp, too. So, yeah. Then I shall bring all of this kelp over here, where I shall start feeding the kelp into the hopper here. Now we can see roughly how much kelp will be there. Slowly filling up, but it's also rapidly emptying. We are able to... First we're able to replenish the first block, which was consumed. We're also able to craft these blocks of slime. I shall check on that later. I'm going to go deposit this slime in my storage. The next thing I probably will want to do is transport another block of cobblestone. Another barrel of cobblestone, I should say. Another thing I should probably do is rest, because, it's already daytime. So the next night I will want to rest, because that will otherwise possibly have severe consequences. Because, specters, or wraiths, or whatever you want to call them. Those flying annoyances, that's what I call them. So yeah, I want 5 more items out of this smoker so that I can just craft the dried kelp blocks and be on my way. However, it looks like Will it make it? Barely. So yeah, that's burn times done right. Burn times done wrong is, of course, where... oh, right. I needed to do some fishing, didn't I? Because I needed to get a lot of levels. That being said, I've actually been doing decently well in just getting levels from smelting items. I'll use up this fishing rod and let this one break. That way I have more inventory space, because this is just a regular fishing rod. It's not even enchanted. It's not even cursed. It's just a fishing rod, you know? So, oops, not mean to fall off the lily pad. So the fishing rods, of course, get better as they get enchanted. I do have a better fishing rod. It's kind of heavily damaged. Doesn't have mending or anything. So unless I want to repair it, I want to just let it not get used. I actually don't remember how damaged that one is. Yeah, it's in the red. So until I get mending, it's not exactly advised that I use that one. Oh, you know what's really gonna boost up a lot of experience levels for me? Oh no, I guess I just emptied it. I was thinking I could empty the experience out of the smoker to my right, you know, over here, in order to make use of in order for me to make use of the experience that was stored within, but I kind of already emptied the smoker. Why is my token on the map freaking out? I guess it just didn't like that specific angle. It was like, oh my god, he's standing still, but he's totally moving. Sounds very familiar. I'm pretty sure my phone's compass does that too. Load up Pokemon Go and just sit here and watch as my character paces for like, I think they pace at a rate of around 0.2 kilometers per day. So if you really want to have your character just... If you really want your character to, like, make a bunch of candies with your Pokemon traveling companion, the trick is to just actually go out walking or maybe drive around. Otherwise, you can just sit in your room all day and your phone will have your character walk around, pace back and forth, and eventually you'll get a candy. You just gotta remember to keep feeding the pet and visit Pokestops so you get more fruits. And of course, every now and then throw away a bunch of Pokeballs, because you're getting like 50 Pokeballs per 5 berries, and it's like, well, I don't need so many Pokeballs. I'm grateful that there's so many Pokeballs, because it means that my Ultra Balls and my Great Balls are preserved, but at the same time, I have an inventory capacity of 350 on my character. I don't remember what the default is, but that's my current capacity, and honestly, it's kind of annoying having to constantly go back and delete more items, because I don't want to delete a bunch of Ultra Balls and Great Balls. I only have like 50 Ultra Balls, but I've got about 150 Great Balls, so I can miss a lot. I can really, get to work on nailing that curveball. That's why I'm so grateful that the Pokeballs are so plentiful. It's just, oh, what's this book? Multi-shot and channeling. So multi-shot applies to crossbows, channeling applies to tridents. You cannot apply multi-shot to a trident, and you cannot apply to the channeling to a crossbow in Minecraft. You can in D&D 3.5 apparently, because as I mentioned before, that one guy had the electrified crossbow bolts, which I still want to get in contact with Steve. So if Steve is watching, my first GM, make sure to leave a comment, Steve. If someone knows Steve, then they, if someone knows my first GM, Steve, and Steve recognizes Dragonis, it's spelled very similar to, well, actually it's spelled identically to Dragon Us, but because of pronunciation it's Drag Own Us. But it is what it is. It doesn't really matter. So let me put away the extra fish, and then I can throw into the smoker's hopper here the extra kelp I can pull out, or sorry, the extra food, the cod. I can pull out the dried kelp, craft a bunch of fuel, realize that I filled up on fuel in that furnace. I still need 4 more stacks of dried kelp blocks. I do not need so many pufferfish, so there you go, Mr. Cactus. Enjoy. Free mulch. Free mulch. Come on, 2 more. And there we go. Hey, level 20. Awesome. Oops. Forgot to actually craft it. So now I want to go down here where I can ooh, that was glitchy. Okay. Apparently this chunk just decided it wanted to update. What was I doing in here? I was... Let's see. Well, I have a tripwire hook, so that needs to be deposited. I have an enchanted book that needs to be deposited down below. I need wood. That's what it was. I needed another stack of logs from my collection. Because I needed more planks. I also needed more sticks. Just a little more. But mostly I needed more planks. And then I shall go ahead and grab more cobblestone from in here. Then I'll take it over to here, where I will throw the cobblestone into the water. Now this time I'll actually show you. Yeah, see, it just floats into the water and then just kind of drifts down. So I just throw that in, let that all get situated down there. Now any bits that are left over, I can easily just pick up on my way down. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like there was any that I missed. Now, I wander over to here. I'm able to swap that out so that I'm not holding cobblestone, because that's just a little bit annoying. Yeah, that's an easy item transport method that is mostly utilized by storage systems, in case you're wondering where I got the idea to perform that trick. That's mostly utilized in storage systems when you are moving items around. You can create a nice item elevator where you store all of your various cobblestone needs. I'm actually going to move the contents of this chest. You know what? It's easier to do it this way. There we go. I'm going to move the contents of this chest into this chest. Well, this barrel. Lots of moving of items around. And then goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Okay, so that's situated. That situation's handled. This one gets... Yeah, I'm going to have a very, very overpowered trident once I get that all situated. Dirt. I could move the dirt up. Assuming I manage to figure out which of these two it's in on the first try. I did! Yay! So I will go ahead, move all of this dirt up to the surface. Meanwhile, blast furnace, enjoy your dried kelp. This, there we go, is now able to withstand having more items pulled out of it, or pushed into it, depending on how you view it. I have an idea. I will grab this, and then I will grab one of these. So I will smelt 20 more smooth stone. Oh, I guess I want actually both of these, don't I? Because I want 40 smooth stone. Also, I totally handled that wrong. I was supposed to put the smooth stone on the stack and not just grab it all. Oh well. It happened. It's fine. It'll be fine. Let's see. I want to craft another stone pickaxe, because since I'm down here, I also want to see what else I can get. Unbreaking 2, efficiency 1. Does that line up with any pickaxes in here? Efficiency 1. Well, I can finally get my efficiency 2 pickaxe. Fully repaired at that. Okay. So now I take this one, I take this one, that's one level. Now I can store this efficiency 2 pickaxe away. I have an efficiency 4 pickaxe on me. Now I want to craft 2 more pickaxes and see what else I can get. Can I get efficiency 2? I can get Unbreaking 2, which is going to be very useful. But it did cost me a lot. And this one's freaking efficiency 2, Unbreaking 1. That's Unbreaking 2. However, this is efficiency 2, so let me go ahead and merge these. So now it's efficiency 3, Unbreaking 1. That's still not what I wanted. So let me craft another 2 stone pickaxes. See what we got. Unbreaking 1, efficiency 1. What were these? Unbreaking 1, Unbreaking 2. So if I grab Unbreaking 1, I will have enough for that. And then I can get an efficiency 1, but I think Unbreaking 1 is probably going to be more useful, to be honest. Nope. Okay. Well, that was worth a try. Technically, I could just leapfrog this one all the way up to Unbreaking 3, but instead, I think what I shall do... well, that was pointless. Instead, what I shall do is Unbreaking 1 on that one, and then Unbreaking 2, too many levels. So I need 9 levels. I have 4 levels. I shall eventually find a use for the Unbreaking 1 pickaxe. In the meantime, I want to restock my cobblestone on this hopper here. Actually, is this fully stocked as well? Yes, okay. So yeah, I'm just keeping that fully stocked, but the redstone block is preventing the hopper from actually putting more items into this furnace. Meanwhile, this furnace is freely pumping items into this, or this hopper is freely pumping items into this furnace, meaning I'm able to reintegrate the stone into the system there, ever so slowly. It's a process. I need to put away my lapis before I do something silly and or stupid. And now, I travel to the surface world. Let's go ahead and swim up. So this is a good time to mention that it really does help my channel a lot if you like my videos. If you leave a comment, subscribe, it helps me, helps the channel, tells YouTube that this is the kind of stuff you and your friends should be watching. Speaking of which, if you want to share my videos with your friends, you're freely able to do so. I do not mind. I actually encourage it because it gets me more viewers, which gets me closer to being able to live stream content, which then means I will be able to create more content for my viewers to enjoy, which means I will be able to then freely just upload bunches and bunches and bunches of content, which is a wonderful sounding plan to me. I don't know about you. I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. Then I want to go... Oh, you know what? That might be... No, that couldn't have been how they got in here. One thing you may have noticed is I actually removed these two trapdoors and then installed them over here. So I have an actual way to close off this area, which I have previously excavated. Speaking of previously excavated, that's why there's cobblestone here in the wall. Because, yeah, I previously excavated a bunch of stuff there, and I had to dig through the mountain looking for bad guys in a much earlier episode. I found them, I killed them. Very simple story, very short and sweet. Well, I mean, it's not very sweet. It involves killing something, but there was an villager, I think specifically a Johnny, that I had to take care of that was creating problems for me. He was preventing me from being able to sleep in my own base. So I had to remove him from the equation, and as a result, I ended up creating a path clear through the base. Now, in theory, all of the cobblestone should be down here. Because it is possible to detonate an entire double chest, in theory, and have all of the items survive the journey, as it were. And then I need to go over to here, gather up all of that. And then I need to go over here and deposit all of this so that I can have more inventory space up top. Because why not? Doop, 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 doop. Depositing cobblestone. That way I preserve all of the items I've gathered, which is a wonderful idea. Yep, my dad is definitely awake. I just heard him use the garbage disposal for a brief moment. So it sounds like he's doing dishes, which is good, because that's kind of what he does. Let's see. Did I have an upgrade for this? This is Unbreaking 3. This can be Unbreaking 3. Right. I needed more levels. That's what it was. So I need a lot more levels. Go ahead and swim to accelerate my ascent. Okay. And in theory, I could craft a bunch more carved pumpkins. However, I already have a full stack. Right, that was the downside of this wheat. Go ahead and harvest this sugarcane while I can. Make sure none of it fell into the water there, because it has a tendency to float up slowly.